Good morning and welcome. Welcome to the Returning to Yourself workshop. So one day, about 6 hours that we'll be here, we will take a few breaks. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and showing up for yourself and showing up for the group. This is a space for you to slow down, to listen inward and reconnect with yourself. So we're going to take some time to breathe, to ground, and to reconnect with that inner version of ourselves that we don't always give time to. I know that she's in there and she's waiting for some awareness and she's waiting for some connection. So we're going to take the time to do that today, and I cannot wait to do that with you guys. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know that everything that we do today is going to be optional for you. You do not have to participate in every activity. If you'd like to pause and take a minute to have your own experience, as long as it's not disruptive to the rest of the group, you are welcome to do that. I want to remind you that you can go at your own pace. So if I'm moving on from something a little quickly, but you want to stay in a certain space a little bit longer, please feel free to do that. You never have to feel like you need to keep up with the group. If you want to stay in one area of the workshop, please feel free to do that. And then you are your own authority. So you don't have to share, you don't have to give to the other participants in the group. You are going to participate how you would like to. You get to choose how much you share and how much you don't share. It is completely up to you. And then please feel free that you can step away at any time. Okay, this is about your relationship with yourself. So I really want you to listen if you feel like you need to walk away. Listen if you feel like you want to stay quiet. Listen if you feel like you want to share. This is about you and letting your own spirit be as she would like to. So we're going to do a quick grounding practice. We're going to start with or getting in a position where we are comfortable. So if you would like to lay down a mat and lay down, that's fine. If you want to sit in a chair, that's fine. If you would like to move to the ground and sit crisscross applesauce, that's fine. Get in a position that is going to be comfortable for you, where you can connect with the ground. So if you're on a chair that's higher up, I would recommend moving to a chair where your feet can touch the ground. And we will start that in about 30 seconds. I'm going to give you guys some time to get in a position and a place where you are able to participate. Okay, so hopefully you have been able to shift into a position where you are able to make contact with the ground and where you feel comfortable and able to relax. If you are sitting in a chair, go ahead and place your feet on the floor. If you're laying down, I want you to let your body relax fully into the floor. If you're sitting on your, if you're sitting on the floor, let your legs um, and your bottom relax fully onto the floor. I want you to let the floor hold you. Let the floor and let your seat hold you. and notice that contact. If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. If you'd like to keep them open and keep a soft gaze forward in front of you, you can do that as well. We're going to go ahead and take a few deep breaths, and we're going to breathe into our bellies. Feel that expansion in your rib cage and then into your tummy. Hold it for just a second and then exhale. And there doesn't have to be any right way to do this. You can inhale through your nose, you can exhale through your nose, you can inhale through your mouth, you can exhale through your mouth. Let your body tell you what it needs. And you can try a few different ways if you want. Let's do that again. We're going to take a deep breath in. I like to go in through my nose. And out through your mouth. And take one more deep breath. And out. I want you to take a second and just bring some awareness into your body. Are you feeling tension anywhere? Are you feeling tightness? Are you feeling clenched, like a clenched jaw or shoulders? What's going on in your body? Take a moment and just notice what's here. There's no need to change anything, no need to fix anything, but just notice and take note. And we can come back to it later. If something is uncomfortable, you can shift and see if you can make that feel a little more comfortable or a little more safe. And if you want to keep doing deep breaths, you can get that oxygen into your body. And we can bring our awareness back to our seat or our feet or our body where it is connecting to the ground. Notice that connection and what that feels like. We're going to start to come back. So if you want to take a few more breaths and let your body know that it's okay to come back. If you want to slowly and slowly open your eyes without moving, without needing to adjust or look around too much, just let your body come back into awareness of the outside world. You may have noticed tension in your shoulders or tension in your back, or maybe you noticed heat at your seat where you were grounded, or maybe you noticed a feeling of being held by the ground below you. All these things are okay, and whatever you felt is is okay, and it's great, and it's beautiful, and um, I appreciate you showing up for your body in that way and allowing it to just exist and be okay. So, many of us at some point in our lives learned to disconnect from our bodies in order to stay safe. This could have happened as a child with a narcissistic parent or even a sibling. Could have happened as an adult in a relationship or friendship even. And when we have been placed in these narcissistic or controlling environments, we learned to override our inner signals. And the body itself holds information before the mind can even explain it. So when we have overrode those inner signals, we've taught ourselves that we no longer can listen to our body. And what had happened was our body started to hold on to tightness, or it started to expand or hold on to become inflamed. So there's all these different things that can happen within our body. Um, and they're all there to show us something or to tell us something. But because we were placed in these environments where we learned to override those signals, um, over time, our body just starts to hold on to whatever it is in some form. So the tightness, the expansion, the heaviness, those are all forms of communication of your body trying to tell you something. And because we learn not to listen, it just continues in that pattern of holding on and holding on. Um, so it doesn't lie. Your body is not going to lie to you, but you can ignore it. And oftentimes that's what we've learned to do. And so with this workshop, we are reconnecting, which starts with noticing. And we're not trying to fix anything. We're just noticing what is going on in our bodies. So there's no right way to feel your body. There's no right way to notice it. It comes to you intuitively. So even numbness, not feeling anything at all, is a very valid starting place. There's no right starting place. So if you don't feel anything at all, that's communication to you as well. So your body has been communicating with you this whole time, and now now you're taking the time to listen to it. And I think that that's really beautiful, and I think you should be really proud of yourself for showing up and giving your body the space to communicate and to listen to it. So our goal here, again, just to reiterate, is not to change anything. It's just to listen and to be here with our bodies and recognize and bring awareness to what we feel or don't feel inside. So we're going to go into another short-ish activity. We're going to start by putting our feet on the ground. If you're laying down, that's fine. You can sit up, you can stay laying down. Whatever feels comfortable is okay, however you would like to show up. Okay, so you have an optional. You can put a hand on your chest, you can put a hand on your belly, or you can put one on both. It is totally up to you. Or you can leave your hands on your lap, at your sides, however you'd like to place your hands is fine. Okay. Now, again, you can close your eyes, you can leave them open, whatever feels safe for you is what I'd like you to do. So I want you to start noticing first your contact with the surface. How do your feet feel on the ground? Is there a connection or do you feel no connection at all? And just notice what stands out about your feet and how they are connecting with the surface. And if you're seated, I want you to take a minute to notice what your seat feels with the surface. And if you're laying down, I want you to just notice your back and that contact with the surface or with the ground. What does that feel like? Just notice what's standing out. Are you feeling anything? Remember that feeling numb is also okay. And if your thoughts start to wander to something else outside of you, that's okay. Just bring them back to that sensation of the contact with the surface. I want you to follow that sensation and try to ignore the thoughts that are outside of the sensation. You can come back to them later. Okay, the next thing we're going to notice is our breath. There's no right experience here, and I don't want you to try to change anything. You don't need to change the pacing of your breath. I just want you to notice it. Is it fast paced? Are you breathing slowly? Are you taking big breaths? Do you feel the movement going into your chest, or do you feel the movement going into your tummy? Just noticing. There's no right way to breathe, right? And are you noticing that you maybe need a deeper breath? What are you noticing? What does your body want? I'd like you to shift your attention to any areas of tension or ease. So let's start with the head. Do we feel any tension in our head? Or do we feel ease? Or again, do we not feel anything at all? What's happening here? Again, not trying to change anything, just notice. Sometimes it's easier to notice things on our face. Does our forehead feel tense? What's happening with your face? And we're going to move down and try to notice what's going on in our shoulders. Is there tension here? Is there ease? And our arms and our forearms and our hands, what do we notice? Go into your fingertips. What do your fingers feel? And come back to your chest. And your rib cage. And your belly. Just noticing any sensation that's going on here. Not letting your thoughts wander or worry. Just noticing it. We can worry later. Move down into your hips and the whole pelvic region, the front and the back. What are we noticing here? Is there tightness or is there ease? What's going on? And down into your right leg, your thigh. What's going on there? What's going on in your right calf? And your right foot. And again, if there's no feeling or no sensation, that is okay. And we're going to go into the left leg now. What are we noticing in the left thigh? And the knee? And the left calf and shin? And the left foot? What are we noticing? Notice what stands out. Follow the sensations and ignore the thoughts. And remember that there's no right experience. And if your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and start to come back. You can take some deep breaths before you open them. You can slowly open and gaze in one spot, slowly reorienting yourself to the room. And when you are ready, I'd like you to sit up if you're laying down, or you can roll over and grab your notebook. We are going to take a few minutes to jot down some notes. The question is going to be, what did you notice? So I'm going to give you guys about a minute to get your notebooks out, get your pens, get situated and ready to write. And then we will open it up for a little bit of discussion afterwards. But in the meantime, I'm going to just go over some little key points of what we did in that activity and help you remember maybe what kind of things you might have noticed. So 30 more seconds to get ready. Okay, so the question is, what did you notice? So as your title, you can write, what did I notice? And the things that we touched on there were the contact with the surface. So what did you notice in the areas of your body that were in contact with the surface? So if you're sitting in a chair where your bottom meets the seat, what did you notice there? Where your feet are on the ground, what did you notice there? If you were laying down or sitting on the ground cross-legged, what did you notice in those areas that were having contact with the surface? I'll give you guys about a minute or two to take some notes down on that one. And we're not analyzing these things that we felt. We are simply just noticing. Simply just noticing and writing them down and really, really bringing that awareness to the sensations that we experienced. And now the next thing that we focused on was our breath. So I want you to write down what are some things you noticed when it came to your breath. You can talk about the speed. You can talk about maybe you felt like it was hard to breathe. Maybe breathing came very easy and natural. Um, what did you notice? Did you notice any patterns? Noticings around the breath is what we're writing down now. And there's no right format here. If you want to write it like a journal entry, one big paragraph, please feel free to do that. If you want to do bullet points, that's fine too. Whatever makes sense for you. This is for you and your relationship with yourself. Okay, and the last thing we're going to spend some time with are the areas of tension or ease. So as we did that body scan from head to toe, where were some areas that you noticed tension, ease, maybe like heaviness? What are some things that you noticed as far as areas of tension or ease in your body? I'm gonna give you guys about 2 minutes on that one. Okay, now at this point, we're going to share, those of us that might feel comfortable sharing. Reminder, if you do not want to share, you do not have to. But if you have something that you'd like to share, and maybe if somebody shares something and you can relate to it, or you'd like to share something similar, please feel free to do that. We're going to take about 4 minutes to do that. So, what did you guys notice? What are some things you might have written down that you'd like to share with the group? We would spend about 4 to 5 minutes discussing this, however that showed up for the group. And the point of this module in today's workshop is to bring awareness to our body. And that awareness is what's going to build self-trust. And this self-trust is the foundation for everything else that we do when we are reconnecting with ourselves. And this is just where we begin. Just noticing. That is the beginning. You don't have to do it perfectly to benefit. All you have to do is notice what's going on in your body and bring awareness to it. Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break. And before we do that, we're going to do 1 or 2 deep closing breaths. We're going to do these together, one in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And here we go. And out. And one more. Okay, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break and I will see you guys back here soon.